Hey, what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kanye West, you should be doing a victory dance, and you just shaded the F out of Kim. Y'all, what am I talking about? Kanye literally looks like he has taken a book out of a page out of Kim's book and how he's dealing with Kim, the Kardashians, and the media. Y'all, Kim's whole storyline this season has been about how she is sick and tired of Kanye and she's a single mother. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. I said, you know what? Maybe this isn't a different video, right? It's pretty funny. Go watch it in the Kim Kardashian Kanye West playlist. But I was like, you know what? Maybe, like, I don't know what's going on in their house, except for Kanye literally did a photo op with the kids and said, baby, I'll let you know what's going on in the house. Nothing. Kim's putting 20 on 10. Stop playing victim with somebody else. You guys, first of all, let's talk about Kanye's victory. That $75 million that Adidas tried to steal from him, that he went on a rant about, baby, Kanye got new woman, new lawyers, new shoes, bigger, better things. He literally is taking over. That the $75 million, a judge in New York City literally ruled that Adidas was keeping it illegally and said it's been kept illegally for the first 6 months, and they never even should have frozen the accounts illegally. Which I do want to say this. Everybody's looking at Adidas because they definitely tried it. Everybody was piling on Kanye. If you don't know, Kanye had a lawsuit against Adidas saying you guys have been stealing from me, right? He was set to take all. He literally lost his mind and all his money, but it looks like it might be back. He did the impossible because I didn't even see this coming, right? All without apologizing. Isn't that a gag, right? But he did all the stuff. Adidas piled on him. Was like, yeah. And guess what? You violated contract. Zoinks, we're going to keep doing illegal stuff. And while we at it, the $75 million payment that should have been in your account last Tuesday, yeah, we're freezing that. Everybody was laughing. Kim thought it was over. She was bragging, talking about, I'm just in bigger rooms doing like, you know, bigger things, right? She thought it was over. She thought she had won. Again, let's be real. They had 2 kids together, but Kanye was in a competition with Kim and she just didn't know. Anyway, a judge has come out and said that they were holding it illegally. That $75 million he has immediate access to. You guys, this is a huge, huge win and victory. Also, Adidas is selling the old Yeezy stock, and it's not old because this is when it was scheduled to go out. And on top of that, they are entering into a new agreement. If you guys don't think that's true, do you honestly think that Kanye would have gotten an office next door to Adidas headquarters in Los Angeles for his Yeezy offices? Okay, I know what y'all saying. Of course, Kanye would do something like that, but this time it made sense, all right? Okay, yes, he would have did it. Get this. First, let's talk about the victory, about what the judge said. Then we're going to talk about the way Kanye just shaded the F out of Kim, right? And I know she is mad. Okay, they're saying Adidas secretly won last year. A federal judge on Friday, May 26, lifted a court order. Adidas secretly won last year that froze $75 million in bank accounts held by Kanye West Yeezy brand, ruling that the sneaker giant ran afoul of a procedural requirement and deprived Kanye of a fair chance to challenge the freeze. Now, you know what's so scary about this if you read in between the lines? And this should be scary for everyone. Kanye went on his rant, but the one thing that he couldn't eloquently put out, because, you know, he's a creative, not a businessman, okay? But his new lawyers are business people and they know what they're doing. Look at what was in this actual sentence, and this is scary. Adidas secretly won a motion to freeze $75 million in Kanye's bank accounts. This was in JP Morgan Chase when he was going to war with them. When you freeze someone's account, you have to take them to court because it's an injunction. Injunction is to stop someone from doing something, okay? You cannot force someone to do anything, but you can stop something that's happening. So that you need an injunction. Part of an injunction is going in front of a judge. You also need to notify the other person that you are seeking this injunction. And you also, that other person, when they're notified, needs to get a chance to stand in front of a judge. So when you're like, I deserve that money, it needs to be frozen, they can look at you and be like, no, why? Nope. They secretly went to court in the New York court system without notifying Kanye West. This was all under why Kanye was with his old lawyers that he was screaming and yelling about that they were screwing him over. These are the old lawyers, the same ones that put that ad in the newspaper saying we're dumping you as a client. But looks like y'all were mad that he literally figured out that you guys were screwing him over, okay? So they literally went to a court system, judge everything in secret, told them why they think they deserve Kanye's money, did not notify Kanye, did not notify Kanye's lawyers. A judge without Kanye even being notified said, yep, and froze $75 million. Without Kanye even knowing about it, being given a thing, and JP Morgan moved on that too. Okay? However, a week after the federal case against Yeezy was made public, the judge ruled that Adidas had failed to confirm the order against Kanye with additional proceedings in court, a key requirement under New York state law to allow asset freezes. Then they said that the petitioner launched a volley of unpersuasive arguments in an attempt to excuse its noncompliance with the plain language of that statute. So basically, she said, y'all talking all this mess, but you haven't given anything legally to back up basically depriving somebody of their constitutional rights. They said without the confirmation hearing, Yeezy was deprived of an early opportunity to have the court consider its substantive challenges to petitioner's argument. They're basically saying they denied him of his constitutional right. You cannot just go and freeze somebody's money without giving them a chance to argue that this is wrong. Where has it ever been a one-sided thing in court? Anyway, the judge went on to say that actually, right? That freeze on Kanye's bank accounts was not only lifted, but that it had actually been rendered null some 6 months ago after Adidas failed timely to move on to confirm the order. So if you guys don't know, they got a temporary injunction of Kanye being able to spend that money, which is when you freeze the bank accounts. When it is temporary, you must give more substantial proof within a certain time frame. They got that freeze illegally without Kanye being present. Then when it was time for them to give more info to actually make it permanent, they just went ghost. And JP Morgan, literally, I'm assuming that's the bank, right? Because that's what Kanye was screaming about, did not lift the freeze. So Kanye's new lawyers had to go to court and basically sue Adidas and JP Morgan, if that's the bank that was holding themselves, and say, come on now, get off that money, right? Told them to get off of that money. And then the judge said, actually, it's been illegal for 6 months that you've had that money. Y'all, listen, a lawyer for Kanye did not return the request for comment on Friday, but I know they're doing the victory dance. Again, Adidas is insane. They said they quickly, listen, it's insane. It's insane. The case and ruling were filed under seal until last week when the judge issued an order making the records public. And isn't it amazing that when it was made public, all of a sudden, everything was reversed. Y'all, I don't know, maybe there was more truth in what Kanye was saying about the way Adidas and JP Morgan were moving against him. Y'all, Kanye's bank accounts are now free. He looks like he's on the rise. Bianca is walking around looking a little crazy, but I'm starting to see the vision. Speaking of the vision, y'all, remember when Kim was rubbing it in Kanye's face? That one of the reasons she liked about Pete is because he would do ordinary things with her, take her to CVS, take her to go get ice cream, all those little things that Kanye never did. Kind of funny that now Kanye is having photo shoots with Bianca at the ice cream shop, with Bianca playing mommy, with the kids with approved paparazzi. Y'all listen, I don't know who Kanye's new lawyers are. I will say one thing, they're worth every penny. Even if they want 50% of that $75 million, baby, they are doing the thing. Y'all, I didn't think it was going to be possible. I thought Kanye was washed up. I thought it was over. He still owes several communities apologies. Please don't think that I'm bigging him up. You owe several communities apologies, starting with my own, right? Starting with the Black community. But let's not say that what Kanye did literally was the impossible, because everybody counted them out. Everybody counted him out. Most of all Kim, but I guess Kanye said, oh, I got something for you. Listen, y'all, I'm going to drop another video on how Kanye's been silently shading Kim. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. But listen, let's see if Adidas goes back, because don't forget the judge left the door open for Adidas renewing its request in future proceedings, meaning it can again seek to freeze Kanye's assets in some capacity. They said only time would tell. Listen, they're not killing that golden goose. Give me a break. Seriously. And Adidas and JP Morgan and whatever bank did it was wrong to do it. Again, I think it's so funny the way everybody lambasted Kanye about being paranoid, blah, 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 blah. But now we find out that everything he said about what the banks was doing to him was true. Y'all, listen, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later.